Good morning, class. Today we'll be learning about the theory of evolution. We are not supposed to learn about that theory.
Do you mind telling us about it, Mr. Scopes? Excuse me, Mr. Scopes. What kind of madness is being discussed here? Are you teaching the theory of evolution, Mr. Scopes? Are you aware of what the law states about the teachings of evolution? Why don't I have you arrested for teaching evolution from that textbook and end this whole thing?
Fair enough.
Evolution is no solution. Adam and Eve were not apes.
All rise. You may be seated. The court is now in session.
I call Howard Morgan to the stand.
Good morning, Mr. Stewart.
Do you recall the day in which you were taught the theory of evolution?
Yes, sir.
Just state in your own words, Howard, what he taught you and what it was.
It was along about the 2nd of April. He said that the earth was once a molten mass too hot for plant or animal life to exist upon it. In the sea the earth cooled off, there was a little germ of one-celled organism formed. And this organism kept evolving until it got a pretty good-sized animal. And then it came on to be a land animal, and it kept evolving, and this was man.
So he referred to man as mammals, or in other words, animals.
Yes, sir.
No further questions, Your Honor.
How do you do, Howard?
Very fine.
May I ask you what is classified as a mammal?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance?
Overruled. Dogs, horses, cats, cows, and monkeys. Did Scopes state that all of those were mammals to you?
Yes, sir, he did.
Did Scopes happen to force anything else onto you during these teachings?
Not that I can recall.
And none of these teachings hurt you, correct, Howard?
No, sir, it didn't.
No remaining questions, Your Honor. Hello, Harry.
Hello, Mr. Darrow.
Harry, is it true that you have been taught the fundamentals that a single cell begins the life of all forms of organisms?
Yes, I have, sir.
And I assume that you go to church every Sunday?
Of course I do, sir.
Has this new information changed your routine of going to church or make you want to leave the church at all?
No, not at all, sir.
No further questions.
That Brian is quite narrow-minded, ain't he?
I call William Jennings Bryan to the stand. Mr. Bryan, do you believe that Jonah was swallowed by the big fish and that Adam and Eve were the first human beings on the planet?
Yes, I do, as it is stated in the Bible.
Mr. Bryan, do you accept the Bible?
Absolutely.
Yet, the Bible states, that ye are the salt of the earth. What does this signify, Brian?
That man is the salt of the earth.
So, does God believe that we are salt? I'm not quite comprehending this.
It simply states that we are his people and we must obey him, not that he is literally representing us as table salt.
And how do you know this? Did God tell you this?
Well, this is my own interpretation, as there could be many more, and we are not really sure.
So, are you telling me that you speak for God?
Your Honor, I think I can shorten this testimony. The only purpose Mr. Darrow has is to ridicule the Bible, but I will answer his questions. And I have no objection in the world. I want the world to know that this man, who does not believe in God, is trying to use a court in Tennessee.
I object to that.
To ridicule it, and while it will take time, I'm willing to take that time.
I object to your statement. I am examining you on your foolish ideologies that no intelligent Christian on earth believes. Order. Order in the court. I believe that the jury has a decision to make.
We are ready, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
We, the jury, find the defendant, John Scopes, guilty on the teachings of evolution.